Elon Musk has launched the SpaceX Starlink service over Ukraine. In reaction to U.S. sanctions targeting several sectors of the Russian economy, including Roscosmos, the Russian space agency, a Russian space commander retaliated by threatening to stop supplying rocket engines to the U.S. Roscosmos chief Dmitry Rogozin stated that Moscow had given 122 RD-180 engines to the United States during the 1990s. 98 of these engines powered Atlas launch vehicles, which were employed in the exploration of Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Mr. Rogozin said on state television, "In a case like this, we can't furnish the United States with our world's greatest rocket engines. Let them fly on something else. I'm not sure what, they're broomsticks." Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, mocked Mr. Rogozin's announcement by uploading a video of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket sending another 47 Starlink satellites into orbit. He also used the phrase American broomsticks on Twitter. In addition, Mr. Musk tweeted on Thursday that SpaceX's Starlink software had been modified to lower peak power usage, so Starlink may be charged from a car's cigarette lighter. With mobile roaming enabled, the phased array antenna may sustain a signal when the car is moving. While Russia has supplied the United States with over 100 rocket engines, the United Launch Alliance, a private business that makes rockets, has steadily phased them out over the years. In response to Russia's takeover of Ukraine, the United States approved legislation prohibiting the purchase of RD-180 engines in 2014. While the engines for the Alta's rockets were still being used, ULA CEO Tory Bruno told The Verge that "we're done. They've all been sold. We accepted early delivery, if you will, with the RD-180, so I could break that connection and not be reliant on Russia, because Congress requested us to." Mr. Musk has enabled Starlink services over Ukraine since Russia's incursion, after the country's vice prime minister petitioned the multimillionaire for assistance. The SpaceX founder made the announcement on Saturday in response to a tweet from Ukraine's first vice prime minister and Minister of Digital Transformation, Mikhailo Fedorov, who requested assistance as the country fought off an invasion and ongoing cyber attacks by Russian forces. Mr. Fedorov tweeted directly at Mr. Musk, saying, "While you strive to populate Mars, Russia seeks to conquer Ukraine." Mr. Musk responded, saying, "Starlink service is currently operational in Ukraine. More terminals are on their way." Starlink is SpaceX's low-Earth orbit internet service, which it has been developing for several years. It is a network of linked satellites that, in principle, will be able to supply high-speed internet to vast swathes of the globe. So far, SpaceX has launched almost 2,000 of these satellites, including nearly 100 satellites, this week on 2 consecutive missions. When completed, the entire constellation is expected to include around 4,000 satellites. Elon Musk responded to Russia's recent threat that the United States would have to travel to space on broomsticks if the sale of Russian rocket engines was banned. Dmitry Rogozin, the head of Russia's space agency Roscosmos, said on Thursday that Russia would no longer supply rocket engines to the United States following President Joe Biden's sanctions over the Ukraine conflict. "In this situation, we cannot supply the United States with our world's greatest rocket engines," Rogozin stated on state television. "Let them fly on something else. I'm not sure what. They're broomsticks." SpaceX sent 47 of its own Starlink satellites into orbit using its Falcon 9 rocket just hours after Rogozin's remarks. On Twitter, Musk responded to a video of SpaceX's launch with a snapshot of Rogozin's comments highlighted, along with the words "American broomstick" and 4 U.S. flags. It's not the first time Musk has clashed with Rogozin. When Rogozin chastised Musk for providing Starlink internet in Ukraine, Musk responded with a tweet. "Ukraine civilian internet was experiencing weird failures, poor weather perhaps. So SpaceX is assisting in the repair." Following the launch of Starlink in Ukraine over the weekend, one engineer told Insider that he was utilizing the system for emergencies in case his usual internet connection was disrupted. SpaceX's satellite internet business, Starlink, currently has over 2,000 satellites in orbit. Musk advised Starlink users in Ukraine to activate the system only when necessary, as they could be targeted during the invasion. a small but vocal group of Twitter users is pushing Elon Musk to deactivate all Tesla vehicles in Russia. The calls follow the country's ongoing aggression on Ukraine, which began on February 24. Several users begged Musk to switch off every single Tesla in Russia in a series of tweets to the tech billionaire. One person stated, "Please deactivate and switch off all Teslas in Russia. What Russia is doing is totally repugnant and Putin must be stopped." Another asked for the deactivation as a kind of tech embargo on Russia. Musk, on the other hand, has yet to respond to the requests. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Do you use Starlink in Ukraine? What is your story? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.